What's up, guys? Thanks for coming to GameInCanada with me. Recently, a few noteworthy things have happened in the Homebrew community, so I thought I'd tell you all about them. This is going to be This Week in Homebrew, number 7. First thing to start us off with is the DSiGuide.me. So this is basically the 3DS guide for the DSi. If you happen to have a DSi, head over here, read everything, click the Get Started, and you'll read all this as well. Next thing you know, there's some instructions down here. Absolutely crazy. I don't have a DSi, so I don't understand any of this. I don't know what any of this is about. But as you can see, here's Ugopone, which was that flip note DSi exploit that got sold to Nintendo. If you guys happen to see about that, that is that right there. If you guys wondered whatever happened to that thing. And just to add on to that, there's also a little thread over here on GBA Temp called the Easy Sudoku Hacks Installer. And it says, with the official new release, or with the now official release of Ugopone, it is now decided of... Holy, could I read? I've decided to create this small program. This tool is simple. It will install Sudoku on your DSi or emulated DSi, install Sudoku hacks, and even encrypt the ticket for you for your console. No messing with older, newer versions of Sudoku. No trimming TMDs, nothing. Expect compatibility for the Europe/Japanese regions when Ugopone is released for those regions. So if you happen to have a DSi and you want to get stuff popping off on it, head over to these 2 links. They'll be in the description. Up next is an awesome update to SnickerStream, which is version 0.85b, and it now has added hardware acceleration, NFC patching, which you probably saw if you watched my How to Stream Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon video, also presets and more features. So basically, SnickerStream got updated to support Direct2D, which basically uses your GPU and not all of your CPU to render the video. So basically, it'll even have more constant RAM usage, less tearing, less dropped frames due to slow hardware, and while still requiring no external DLLs and being wine friendly. So that is absolutely awesome. If you guys haven't checked out the new SnickerStream, head over to this thread, read all about it. Also, if you haven't seen my video on the NFC patching, I'll put a link to it in the description as well. I pretty much think that SnickerStream is the new streaming client, and KitKat and NTR Viewer are not going to last too much longer. While we're on the topic of NTR and streaming, we're over here on Cell9's GitHub page, and you can see we're under the NTR repository. And if we scroll down to the bottom, you can see the license for this is a GPL version 2. So NTR has now gone open source, and although it's never going to happen, it's possible for someone to take NTR streaming features and put them into Luma custom firmware. Now the Luma team says they do not want to support this, but I know there's some great coder out there that is going to put NTR into Luma, and hopefully it won't affect too many things. Even if we had to replace the Rosalina menu and somehow only have input redirection client in there as well as NTR viewer, then I'm so down. I mean, we can run NTR viewer as well as the Rosalina menu at the same time, so why can't we put them into the same custom firmware? I think this is pretty awesome, and just shout out to Cell9 because I know a lot of people were bugging them for a long time, and it's horrible when people bug you. I'm going through it right now. We are getting near 10,000 subscribers, and my comment section is going off every day. If you've noticed, I've disabled a few of my comments on a few videos just because y'all are driving me crazy. No joke. There is Google. I'm like not even trying to talk crap, but there is Google. 99% of the questions I get, the first thing that pops up on Google answers them. And what I usually do when you guys ask me a question, I go over to Google and I type it in and I learn and I try to tell you guys the answer because I don't know anything. That was my little rant on that. My comment section is basically driving me crazy. Up next, we're over on Bernardo Giordano's GitHub, and as you can see, PKSM has another update. This dude just puts in work constantly for the homebrew scene. It's absolutely epic. This now has the added Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon support, as well as some crazy QR code scanning. You can now directly scan PKHex and Mystery Gift Box bots QR codes to inject PKM files or Wonder Cards. That's crazy. Said QR codes are really, really big, so it will take a while to become good at scanning them. Make sure you have firm hands and fully follow the guidelines. So, as you can see, like I said, work is just being done. PKSM supporting Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon dang near the day it came out. If you guys want to do some Pokemon modding, head over here. To go off of that just a little bit more, you would have also saw this in one of my previous videos. Basically, PKHex also got an update to work with Ultrasun and Ultramoon. So if you happen to use your PC to edit your save files, or you want to get some of those QR codes we were just talking about for PKSM, PKHex is kicking it and ready to go with Ultrasun and Ultramoon. While we're also on the topic of Ultrasun and Ultramoon, Liv has posted the beta of 7G Replay Editor. So basically, you are now able to edit your Ultrasun and Ultramoon replays and convert them to Sun and Moon replays and vice versa. I honestly have no idea what a replay is, but that's cool. I'm sure that's going to help somebody. Up next is a really cool little homebrew that allows you to test your 3DS buttons. So if you happen to think there's something wrong with some of your 3DS buttons, then you can go ahead and get 3DS Test. So basically, 3DS Test is a cool little awesome little homebrew, and basically it just looks dope. I don't know what it is about it. It reminds me like an SNES or an NES like logo screen or something like that. It's dope as heck. Homebrew of America. Oh, yo, that's what it's supposed to look like. Oh, dude, I'm just getting it now. Up next is, oh my goodness, let me just try this. CTR RGB Patty Notification LED Changer. So basically, hey, so I took a little break from writing simple homebrews for a while, and I recently saw someone wanted to change the LED notification color to some other color, which I thought was really cool, but I thought it was kind of a pain in the butt to make an IPS file on the PC and move it to your 3DS, so I ported the code for the 3DS and made this simple homebrew. All you have to do is pick out what kind of LED color you want and pattern you want to install it. Make sure you enable game patching in Luma custom firmware. Changeable pattern, supports many colors, loopable, test notifications in-app before installing, does not break your 3DS. So that's pretty cool if you want to do some little patterns with your LEDs or whatnot, you know. Over here on the TWLoader repository, and if I scroll down a little bit, you can see 7 days ago there was a version 6.0.0 first anniversary release, so I guess it was the anniversary of TWLoader, and here's an awesome little release for it that basically added support for Game Boy / Super Game Boy / Game Boy Color ROMs. So basically it has a built-in Game Yob, which is an awesome little Game Boy Color emulator, so that's kind of interesting little thing to throw in. Another thing, DSiWare CIAs can now be installed and loaded. You can launch a CIA just like an NDS game. They go in the same folder as the NDS files. That's pretty wild. You can also increase the sound quality to have better sound quality in DS games from 32 kilohertz. Kilohertz? Is that what that is? K hertz. What else would it be? Kilohertz? What the heck is a kilohertz? I'm sure that's not right. Let's Google it right now. What is a kilohertz? Oh my god! That's what it is. It's a kilohertz. Dude, I just made that up, and that's a real thing. Where were we? Where the heck were we? Here we are. Alright. Back to TWLoader. Let's pretend that never happened. So, as you can see, you can change it from 32 kilohertz to 48 kilohertz. And while we're on the topic of this, let's scroll up just a little bit higher. And as you can see, the next day there was a version 6.0.1, first anniversary release number 2. So this is kind of like a derp fix, I think. So basically, just a quick little derp fix. And just a quick note, this doesn't mean that NDS Bootstrap was updated. Basically, NDS Bootstrap is the behind-the-scenes part of TWLoader, which allows it to boot DS games. So DS compatibility is based on NDS Bootstrap. I guess that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and check out the Wii U stories, and they're all pretty much courtesy of Matt Kimura. So shout out to you, dog. Up first is a how-to guide that he's posted over on Reddit to turn off the option to send what you're playing to Nintendo for a possible ban prevention. And although no one has really gotten banned for homebrew on their Wii U, there's still a possibility of it, and we've turned off a similar setting on our 3DS. So this basically just tells you how to do it by clicking on the Me icon in the top left of the home menu, scroll down to the bottom where it says send info about what you're playing, and then disable the option and you're good to go. These last two go hand in hand. Basically, Fix94 has created a version of Mupen64 GameCube that is allowing you to use the gamepad inside of N64 games. So basically, this is a Wii64 Wii Virtual Console forwarder that's going to allow you to play N64 games from a Wii home menu icon and then use the gamepad as a controller. Now to go off of this, you can see Matt Kimura has posted this GBA temp thread, and it's a tutorial on how to play GameCube, PlayStation 1, and N64 games from the Wii U gamepad. Now, this is an awesome tutorial. I'm going to put a link to it down in the description. Guys, go ahead and check this out. If you happen to be having the issue where you try to launch the Nintendo forwarder and it doesn't work, it goes to a black screen, then you're going to want to check out this all-in-one solution because it seemingly fixes that issue by allowing you to inject the Homebrew channel itself, and the Homebrew channel itself will have gamepad support, so anything you launch from it will also have gamepad support. Pretty freaking awesome. So go ahead and check this out. Again, shout out Matt Kimura for basically giving me my Wii U Homebrew section this week. I will be making a video about this injecting the PS1 and N64 stuff very soon, as well as the GameCube ISOs. I've been a little bit lazy on the Wii U side of things, but do not worry guys, I still got lots more coming. I suppose that was this week in Homebrew. I hope it wasn't too short, I hope it wasn't too long. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. If you have anything you want to see me feature next week on This Week in Homebrew, whoa, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. Then go ahead and again throw that down in the comments. If you haven't slammed the thumbs up, slam the thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you haven't subscribed, you know what I think about that. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter so you can get a hold of me a little bit more easily than in the comment section here, as I'm going to kind of be ignoring the comments for the next few days. My mental health is the most important thing to me right now, and I am seriously going crazy, y'all. Alright, I'm going to be streaming a lot more. If you guys didn't see my Call of Duty stream, I got like 400 views. Thank you so much for watching that, guys. That's absolutely crazy. I know it's a little sporadic in this video, acting a little silly, but I thought I would bring me to you guys as I am, raw and uncut, and here it is. Peace.